can accept, how do we split this up? Because with proxies, we have a quorum, without them, we do not. We've always had, we have other business than the business under contention in here. So, what I think we'll do on this here, as we have new people here, this doesn't bode well for us. I mean, we are better than this as a people. We are more organized, or want to be. We are not de facto. We are constitutional, God-fearing people. God-loving people. We need to basically postpone the business of this. Give it one more shot. Bring forth the documents, or forever hold your peace. And we're going to vote on this today here as people present. I'm assuming we're still counted as people today, Chuck?
Yes.
Are we people? All right. The people here today are going to vote. A majority of the people here, if they demand the documents, will you bring them forth?
I've been to a couple of meetings, about almost a half a dozen meetings.
I asked a question, Chuck. We need certified copies of ratified documents. You can hang on to the originals, fine. But people have asked me to ask you to produce this.
Would an electronic copy, PDF of the signed and sealed documents suffice?
No.
All right. Give me, by certified, what do you want?
Are you talking about a notary seal on it? When you say it's certified, like you go to the court and get a certified copy to smell to someone in the notary for...
You want copies with the notary seal on?
That's what I'm asking them.
No, actually, we wanted to see the documents with the red thumbprint signed by the people. That's what the verification requires. That's what we're verifying, that the documents have been ratified by the people. You know, when I mentioned certified, what I was talking about is they're talking about protecting the documents, and I totally understand that. Okay? What I recommended is that we have at our assembly, every time we meet, a certified copy of the original that we have verified. Okay?
Okay.
Our notary, our internal notary.
Yeah, our notary.
Who is that?
I know there is.
Is Debbie Kaiser a notary? I think she is. Debbie Kaiser is a notary.
Can I get the certification available to me in Wellston? I had to ride here.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. I think 2 weeks should be enough time to probably go through these. Am I correct, or is there any?
Yeah, I can produce them in 2 weeks.
Okay. Then I suggest we assemble in 2 weeks instead of a month.
Is there a notary for the Republic right now, yes or no?
We have a notary.
Yes, we have a notary for the Republic. Debbie Kaiser, I think, is one.
Okay, does she have a seal made up by the Republic?
Yes, she does.
That needs to be on those documents. That's notarized.
Right.
I second your motion.
Okay. The motion to have an assembly in 2 weeks.
Excuse me 1 second. Excuse me. I'm not sure, and I'm not trying to be difficult here. I'm trying to get things correct. A notary squeezing on the documents.
No. The original documents need to be produced for the people's view. After that, then we'll get a certified copy, which will remain every time we come to assembly. They'll be in.
Okay, so you're saying a notary will go view the real document.
No, I'm saying that people review the document.
What does the notary seal do?
The Once they make a copy, they can notarize it, and that'll stay with the assembly so people have access to it.
Wait a minute, I understood I was to bring a certified copy.
Right, to the assembly, but
The people over there say I have to bring the original documents to the assembly.
to substantiate the certified copy. Now,
Well, I think instead of trying to bring out more, I think, why can't you have the originals, this copy, people know, she undertakes that this is the original, this copy is the original, it's done.
every assembly, we need that certified copy presented to be present at every assembly of all our documents.
Authorize that it is authentic, it is the original, it's like the original.
What's a true and complete copy?
May I make a suggestion?
Yes.
Ron, would you come and make the certification? Will you come to Wellston and make the certification?
Well, I'll tell you what, if the people ask me to do that, I will do that. That's up to the people.
No, some people are not good enough, so.
But I agree with that too, but I mean, it's up to the people. Personally, I would see the original.
Okay. All right. Until this issue is resolved, and we will try to resolve this completely in 2 weeks. I make a motion to have Ron present to view the documents at certification. Okay.
He has to withdraw the motion.
Restate the motion.
Okay. All right.
It was seconded, I motioned that they have the original copy, or the copy of the original, be notarized by our notary, for the public, be certified, authenticated, that verifies it's valid.
It should be here, right, with the people? Is that what you're saying?
I second the copy, not the original, the copy. This is.
But you're saying that they should produce the original to the people, is that what
To
you're
the
saying?
notary.
Yes,
And a copy.
here in public,
Right here.
in public.
Do you want to? Do you want
It doesn't
to?
have to be done for the public, we're trusting the notary to validate that this copy is the original.
Here's the question you asked.
What is wrong with us seeing it, the actual copy?
I have another
They're
proposal.
saying they're afraid somebody's going to steal it.
I have another proposal. Can we assemble? Can the people assemble in 2 weeks at a central location so that I don't have to go 200 miles with documents that I've been charged with keeping of? Have the notary there and notarize them, and I, bound by oath to protect them, not lose control of them?
Yes.
Sounds good to me too. I mean, somewhere in Oklahoma City in 2 weeks. I'm down with that.
Where you live at, Chuck? Wellston. How about Chandler, Oklahoma? That's
Chandler's
close to
good.
Wellston?
Yeah.
All right. I'll find a place in Chandler, Oklahoma. All right.
Okay.
You got a motion, you got a.
I've got a motion here and a second. And your motion is to have it notarized. Yes, notarized. Okay. And the verification of the copy that's going to be notarized will be how? Yeah, how are you going to view the original to know the copy is a true and complete? Okay, we're combining motions now. And, but you're wanting a copy? Yes.
I got an idea here. I just
Okay.
asked, Chuck, can you handle this? I want to be down, so I'll get it there.
Okay,
No.
not acceptable.
That is not security. I'm sorry, that is not security. Chuck has got the right idea. 2 weeks, meeting place, everybody views it, they make a copy, certify it, Chuck takes all of it. He brings them certified copies to every meeting.
My question is, where should these documents reside for the people to remain secure with an
With the
executive,
original document.
with an executive commissioner. What department should these documents reside in permanently from here on out? With an executive commissioner, Secretary of State, Department of Records, Archives, where should these documents reside?
Kevin, for the frame,
I would say with one of the commissioners, or if we don't have those, the governor. That's the top official.
The documents say there's to be a library of records thing.
Library of Records, okay.
So they would be in
And there isn't one yet.
Okay.
And we acknowledge that that's something needs to be created.
Mr. LaRue, before we get into this a little bit.
Yeah, my concern is that it sounds like there's about 3 or 4 motions and seconds. And we've got a bunch of stuff that we just keep going on and on and on.
Right.
There was an original motion. There was an original motion that either needs to be retracted and seconded, or all the discussion was is that I wanted, because people were asking on this side of the room, because the statement was made that somebody is dissolving the Oklahoma Republic, and they wanted to know what that was all about. So we need to handle that first motion. If I could, the proxies, correct. Yeah. Now, here, just for my part, and I've heard a lot of discussion already. We voted on how we were going to do the proxy stuff, and what we're talking about here is again a matter of opinion on there's some issues that are more important than others to handle by proxy, and we can't do that. That's already been settled. So we already voted how it was going to be established. You can vote to change that if you want to change it, but that's already been done. And to fill in just a few more of the gaps so that everybody has the complete understanding of where we're going with this thing. Oklahoma is part of a union of states. The Congress is a Congress of representatives from each state. The United States government must guarantee a Republican form of government, and we did not have that in several states. You cannot show favoritism to one state over another state. So in order to get unified, which is what we're all talking about, that was why the resolution was put before the Congress. And the Congress does have the authority to do a joint resolution that has a sunset clause saying that it'll be reviewed when we have complete representation. This is not a permanent law or change. It is a temporary one to enact a change to a specific circumstance. It's not Oklahoma's fault that one of the states decided to make themselves a trust, and you got one state that's got 3 or 4 governments all claiming to be the republic in it, and we've got several that have at least 2, and we are bound as the National Congress to deal with that situation. We have to deal with it. And moving forward, just so everybody in Oklahoma knows, that in the event that you decide not to go along with that, we will not have the support of the National.
Exactly. Thank you.
The people that are on the Republic Records Bureau are dealing with the same kind of stuff in other states whose paperwork is not in order, and they were asked to amend it to make it proper, and they went in and they wrote a completely different deal. Okay, and there was no chain of custody for the documents. A forensic audit of their documents, it would fail. And they were told to the governor from this person who's serving in that group, they said, you will not receive funding until it's compliant. The findings of the joint resolution showed that Kansas had to apply 4 times before they were accepted into the union. Until we are compliant, and the terms for compliance have changed so that we can be in union with the rest of the states. They made one standard for everything. So it's not a matter for dispute. So I appreciate everybody's input, and I think it's a great thing to talk about it. We all have that right, but at the end of the day, it's a settled matter on a temporary basis. So, and once we have full representation of all the people of Oklahoma, we can review that. We can go back and review those things. The joint resolution says that we can be working on whatever it is that we want to do to see that we're compliant with the original Constitution. But it cannot be made permanent at this time. That's what it says.
And let me clarify one thing too. What that also says is that if we don't go along with